not want to forfeit any chances for a tie at first seed. They want to make sure and remind the rest of the world. They want to let the rest of the league know. Now, Xiaohao has an opportunity to make Bin's day very sad, since Wei had just taken a base, is way too far. Bin is going to look for the leap strike onto the ward. Waiting
the
prediction from Xiaohao! But the counter strike isn't enough to deflect the physical damage. Okay! First blood ends up going to ZDZ, but Bin trades one back. Could be exposed. Wink. Flashback available. But because Xiaohao shows himself on the bottom side, it's easy enough for Wei to just go for the first round of grubs uncontested.
Xiaohao spent an inordinate amount of time down in this bottom side of the map, and it hasn't really led to anything yet.
Confident in that counter pick for themselves to at least give them the edge and making that collapse happen first on whatever side lane BLG are trying to leverage here. Xiaohao once again showing up. Ooh. There's Wink with the engage, knowing that On cannot escape. Oh, but they got closed by the clone. But it's still enough. On cannot escape, and Fate's call just not up in time for Elk to salvage his Nico.
That's right.
Yep.
Not the situation that you want to be in, but as we've been talking about, Drake is still available, and now a little bit of a flank right here from Knight. Does he hit the charm? He does hit the charm. It's only on to Wink. Still, they're able to get that kill initially. Teleport coming in. Great ult!
Oh, but Angel gets immediately stacked by the Impale, but Wei is sectioned off for the rest of the team because everyone had to bail. And now a Realm Orb from Angel is going to threaten a multi-man collapse on Pop Blossom. Good way to break open the fight, and On is just too close to Knight and Elk's hands. Angel trades one back. Oh my god, Elk got popped too by Angel's Rise, and somehow EDG are able to equalize. Xiaohao Zyra clamps.
They then get chased down, which makes it look so much worse in hindsight, right? That they could have gone in.
Oh, that's a really nice Stranglethorn. It breaks open the group of BLG, but they manage to skirt their way around the zone of threat right there. But they're forced to concede the last grub. Or at least, you know, being able to match them. I'm just curious at how well EDG are able to actually take a very, very small, minute lead like this and actually break it open against BLG of all teams.
Oh!
As this, I mean,
okay,
great dive on. Two-man Impale. Oh, boy. I mean, that's the power of Skarner right there. You cannot disrespect it like that, especially if you're down summoner spells. Good night, Angel. And Wink getting caught up in the fray like that. BLG able to fight on back in this 12-minute banger and said, yeah, let me stunt on you for a quick second. Oh wait, you're Skarner. That's right. I don't have flash. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I've made a bad decision here.
Okay. Either way, we're gonna have a look top lane. Angel right now, once again, gonna be the focus here of BLG.
Pop Blossom on a flashless Rise. Pretty darn easy to pull off, and even before the teleport comes through from ZDZ, BLG immediately walk away.
Kind of trying to push right here onto Knight, but just isn't stronger in this situation, and the map continues to crumble right here for EDG. BLG, hang on, Knight. I don't know that you can kill this.
Yeah,
are beginning to push around this Herald, getting involved in this mid lane. You don't want to be using that ulti pre-team fight just for yourself. That hurts so bad.
Yeah, I mean, Angel didn't want to have to burn the flash in Bin's face. Not really a way that EDG can stop us on this Rift Herald play now.
Exactly, and it means that the Rift Herald is going to be picked up right here by BLG. They've taken out the outer towers in both the top and the bottom lane, so this one's going to be destined for the mid lane. You can crack that one open too. They ended up losing that game up against Weibo. Weibo, though, overall, a much more solid team than EDG. EDG right now, they're really struggling to find their ways into these fights.
Yeah, and BLG are just relentless with the pressure when it comes to map play. On, just forcing the Pop Blossom to make sure that EDG cannot step up and defend the tier 1 from falling. The Impale snags Angel, still's got a flash. And the phase rush movement speed allows him to speed away.
Right now is pick up this top lane tier 1. It's something, it's a little bit of an injection of gold. But this game very much in the favor of BLG. A little bit of a dive right there onto Knight. Takes a little chunk of damage, but still this mid lane tower is very healthy. Xiaohao is in the area. He can try for the steal, but I think it's just going way too fast.
I'm curious what they're waiting for. Since it
didn't invitation.
Few spears into Wink, and then suddenly yoink, massive rend, and it was just like that's a lot of damage. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! On!
Yeah, just gonna get caught out right there, and that's gonna make this Atacon play that much easier.
On this Otacon, it's no longer an objective that You just want to start immediately ripping to force the enemy team to come through. You want to have a decent advantage. Xiaohao might be compromised here, getting stunned up, flashing away from, but the impale still lands true. Stranglethorn gets a decent amount of damage, but the Pop Blossom from On should seal the deal for EDG's fate. ZDZ TP'd in, but now has to slice and dice himself back to safety. Elk now on the forefront trying to chase after On's Ezreal, and Bin trying to flash forward and land that killing blow. Not going to be quite the death stroke for EDG to fall, but it is enough pressure for them to retreat back into the safety of their quadrant.
Team fight engagement where EDG, they think they found the angle, but there's just so much AoE CC that's able to be put down. On specifically just completely wrecks the team fight for EDG. Yeah, just again and again, EDG, they try for something and BLG counter. Fully ready to go in, because for the minute he's got himself a Seeker's Arm card. Clearly wants to jump in, and then Golden doesn't particularly feel comfortable. Yep.
Oh, on! Massive Pop Blossom Flash combined with the Proto Belt. The Stranglethorns will slow down the fight for now, but here comes Bin, ready to turn up the heat. ZDZ onto the backline, trying to make sure that Elk doesn't get to play the game, but it's ZDZ whose time has run out, and it's game over for him. Bin pops the stasis just to make sure that EDG can't get that last sliver of damage, and BLG don't drop a single man before coming up short in Game 5. Out of Split 1, BLG showing a lot of inconsistencies in their play. On was a major person that we looked at a lot.
It felt like they just couldn't get anything done. But in this situation, versus a team as good as BLG, it's really obvious, as we are going to jump back onto the Rift. It was only a short pause. Hopefully it was just, quickly done. Nothing that's going to happen again.
Oh, we're praying for, and Bin, hang on.
Right.
3-item Bin has come online. He might be in trouble, but just a quick leap strike away. Still in turret range. Uh-oh, Bin forced a flash. Oh, Xiaohao really wants it. Bin is walking back forward for it. Gets the grass proc in the spine.
Wait, he gets the kill. What?
Oh my god. Okay. He trades 1 for 1. He makes it worth it. And on the Pop Blossom, so awesome as always. EDG just crumbling under the pressure of BLG. Losing out on the Zyra. Knight flying forward with the flash. Gets rooted down by Angel, but still avoids the overload on the back end of it. Inhibitor falls, and BLG get what they came for.
Yeah, they managed to crack the base open right here. It's not quite the Bin play that I'd been hoping for, the 1 for 1, but he just realizes all of a sudden, I'm not walking away from this one. And Xiaohao just feels way too much pressure, you have to imagine, needing to get that kill, flashing forwards, flashing towards a Jax, very rarely a good idea.
He has been decisive, and he has been quick on the picks whenever he finds his opportunity.
Bin flank.
On once again, Pop Blossom right into the backline, and as you called it, Bloxer, the Bin flank slays the smackdown with the lamppost, and instantaneously 3 members from EDG's squad are ripped to shreds. Angel left alone, pops the stasis. They've got a ramping turret for at least a 3rd unofficial man for EDG in this dive, but it's not gonna be enough. It doesn't matter. ZDZ just falling by the wayside, and that turret just did not do enough, unfortunately, for EDG. 21-7, 64,000 to 54,000. This was a BLG statement win. Put it in the books. They're gonna match Weibo Gaming in the game score, and BLG close out against EDG.